I just came across this video 6 years late, July 10th, 2013. I already know that this happened, but I never heard this story before.
Hey, here's a really disturbing story. A dead woman woke up right before they were going to, obviously, she wasn't dead, harvest her organs. And doctors gave her a sedative and just planned to continue removing her organs. It's just unbelievable. This happened a couple of years ago, but we're just now finding out about it because some of the documents have finally been released. Colleen Burns was taken to an emergency room at St. Joseph's Hospital Center, and she was suffering from a drug overdose. Okay. A nurse told doctors she is recovering, she is alive, but doctors said, no, 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 we're pronouncing her dead, called her family. Her family said, okay, you can go ahead and harvest her organs. We want the organs to go for something good. Obviously, she wasn't dead. There were several signs that pointed towards her being alive. A mandatory reflex test was performed on the undersides of her feet, and she did clench her toes. She appeared to be breathing without a respirator. Didn't stop doctors. Nurses told doctors that this was going on. Doctors said, give her this really powerful sedative. Now, I'm not a doctor, Lewis. I know most people watch this show. It probably seems to them like I'm a doctor. I don't blame people for thinking that, but I'm actually not a doctor. But if someone requires a sedative before you remove all of their internal organs, is that not an indication that the person's alive still?
Presumably, a corpse does not need a sedative, yes.
Right. What's most amazing about this is that the hospital was sanctioned and a number of mistakes were involved in the sanctions. The total fine for the hospital was only $22,000. Burns declined to sue after all of this happened. Burns was severely depressed, and in fact, Colleen Burns ended up taking her own life about a year and a half ago at the age of 41. Nobody is blaming this mix-up for her suicide. She, by all admissions, was deeply, deeply ill, and that this didn't play any kind of role. I got some emails about this saying, David, you realize what's going on here, right? We have a for-profit healthcare system, and it's very clear that an individual is worth more to the hospital dead because of the organ harvesting than they would collect by billing Colleen Burns for having kept her alive. It's incredibly morbid and macabre, but maybe there is some element of truth there. What I can say we can't say for sure that financial interests were at play here. What we can say for sure is that having a for-profit healthcare system is not a positive influence on American society.
No doubt. This is a situation where they might have known that she didn't have health insurance, and the money could have been a factor. But at the same time, if you've got a woman who is presumably a mess on your hands, who is an organ donor, who is on the verge of dying, and you're a doctor and you think to yourself, well, let's just put her out of her misery, and maybe these organs can go to a young child who needs them and isn't a mess of a human being who's probably going to die from another drug overdose later, or damage these organs beyond repair. That I could see someone making that decision. Not that it's the right decision to make.
No, no, not even that, Lewis. It's not even their decision to make, and you're absolutely right that I could see them doing that, and it's just incredible because it wouldn't be their decision to make. Very, very concerning story.
Let's look at the comments. My daughter's boyfriend drowned, and the hospital said he was brain dead, and they wanted his organs. Family refused, and the hospital was going to turn life support off against her wishes. But he woke up, and years later dated my daughter. He's fine. They said he was brain dead. I think this goes on more than we think. Say fucking bullshit, saying he was brain dead, so they have to kill him. This is why I moved my name off the organ donor list. I'm worth more dead than alive to them. You hear that? Do not become an organ donor. Do not be an organ donor. Try my organ donor status. Good. Told me to never become an organ donor because they would kill me. I thought she was crazy, but listen, I am not an organ donor. Now I can tell her how much I appreciate that advice. No, this one's scary. I had some stomach pain, and they gave me an MRI. It turned out to be acid reflux, and was treated, and all's well. However, the doctor looking at my scan noticed a dark spot on my kidney and said, that may be serious. I was like, I kid you not. She then said, we have a special going on right now with surgical procedures. And I was like, she said, I can book a room if you wish. Then it hit me. I was like, what the fuck? I became very paranoid of my surroundings, and hold on, pretty much just left. Later that year, about 3 months, I spoke to several doctors. In about a year, I had another detailed scan done. My kidneys were like very healthy. I wonder, though, if things went the way of that first doctor. I worry about everyone's safety now. God bless you all and take care. Basically, murder. Yeah, so doctors should go to jail. No shit. Now, this woman, as I've seen the video already, I just wanted to show you guys. Stephanie Kelly. I worked in healthcare since 1989, and honestly, this stuff happens all the time. Yes, a hospital can make $500K or more on organs, where the average ALS visit profits around $100K. No one has ever given anesthesia during harvesting, only paralytics. Paralytics in a massive pain, so if they are still alive and not truly brain dead, this would be horrible deaths. No shit. Actually, this is exactly my point. I would hope everyone would research this on their own, not take my word. Another fact, organs must be harvested from live donors, which is why they are kept on heart-lung machines life support, and the heart is last to be taken. This happens like doctors saying, screw that, take the organ, even though she's alive. I hope you didn't. Who would you call to report this to business serious shit, and you never bothered to make a report? When I was a new nurse, of course I did. All I got was blamed by the doctor I reported because no laws were broken. Research it for yourself. The rules protect those in power. Please research this for yourself. Yet, be advised that you will probably be appalled, disgusted, and confused. Illegal organ harvesting goes on all the time. Believe me, it's well known. It is a known about issue. Reporting will get you nowhere. Israel illegally harvests Palestinian people and ships to the U.S. So, I wanted you guys to see that because I didn't want to see it alone. And I want you guys to know about it. Do not become an organ donor. Revoke revoke it if you have already. Don't even get into it because this is sick shit. It's fucked. Thanks for watching. I have another video coming up right afterwards where Tucker spars with pro-abortion women. They're apparently now up to 9 months, up to birth, you can abort a kid. So yeah, I fucking want to talk about that. All right, tools.